Have you ever wondered how Bioshock Infinite should have actually turned out? Yeah, me too. Especially considering the fact that today's video that we're going to be watching and that I'm going to actually be dissecting, this is how Bioshock Infinite should have been. And this is the E3 trailer and the gameplay demo from 2011. So just let that sink in. The combat, the gameplay, the overall environment, and the dialogue were a lot more polished in the demo than in the overall ending game. So if you want to come on this journey with me, feel free to sit back, relax, and let's reminisce on the 2011 E3 gameplay demo. Now, there are a couple of cutscenes that you guys might notice as familiar because they ended up making it into the final game, but they're not in the right location. So with that being said, let's check it out and I'll give you guys my commentary as we go. If you want to watch it for yourself, I'll put a link down in the description for it so you guys can watch it in its entirety without my voice. That way you can see the difference between the E3 demo and then the overall game. So make up your mind for yourself, but here we go. So I'm just gonna skip through this part and here we go. So as you can tell right off the bat, with all of these different stores, locations, all these trinkets and everything like that, even the fireworks, they looked more polished. And I kind of wish we got more of this within Infinite, personally. Yeah, obviously you can see whoever's playing, even though later on you'll see that they're not very good at the combat aspect. This is incredible looking. And the fact that instead of actually drinking the vigor and getting the animation with your hand, you just pick it up and that's it.
Booker! Gold!
That's gold, like I'm the king of England.
And see, small interactions like that from Elizabeth, I think would have added a lot to her character. I just think it would have added a more unique dynamic.
Hey, Booker!
7 years ago.
Especially that too, where she's mocking Abraham Lincoln. See, just small stuff like that, I think would make the game a lot more of an enjoyable experience. Just small things like that, personally to me, make me smile. I'm not sure about you guys, but just small things like that really make me smile.
Nice. Hey, Elizabeth.
And they actually do a really good job here of making Songbird intimidating. Considering the fact when he's coming to find you guys, everything is breaking around him. All of the vases, everything's falling off the shelves. They made a good job of him feel intimidating. Not once in Infinite, when you're playing it, does he feel like he's a legitimate threat, you know what I mean? So if you're wandering around like this, in a non-cutscene version, he feels a lot more like an enemy and an intimidation factor.
That is an oath you cannot keep. But promise me that if it comes to it, you will not let him take me back.
It won't come to that. All right?
And then there you can see what I mean about the cutscenes and the dialogue options that are in here that made it into the final cut as well. But I want you guys to tell me, doesn't this look much more impressive in terms of visually than the ending result? To me, the environment art is just absolutely incredible.
Comstock House. They'll sort you out. It's a cakewalk. Elizabeth? Elizabeth!
Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird.
Ah, this scene makes me sad.
It's gonna be
I'm too much of an animal lover and it hurts.
Just calm
It's a
down.
horse. Horses die.
He's in pain.
Not for long. I need you to step back.
Wait, there's a tear. See, right here.
Elizabeth, it's just an animal.
I can control it this time.
It is too powerful. You won't be able to stop it.
I wasn't asking for permission.
So it seems like in the E3 build that they had, she was able to actually have full ability of her powers and be able to summon tears quite frequently. Whereas in Infinite, obviously, she can only do stuff for like ammo, medkits, whatever. Oh, hey, I remember this scene. The whole Paris scene and the Revenge of the Jedi in French. If you guys want to see a video on that, by the way, I did a video on Elizabeth Comstock facts. I'll put a card on the screen now.
What was that? What was that? Talk to me, Elizabeth!
You were right. I can't control it. It's not possible.
Well, with what just happened, you really want to take bets on what's possible? Let's go find Comstock.
And it also seems like the dialogue is more published too, or more polished, I should say. And I think this is cool as well, the fact that they incorporated the rebellion rather than just a small part of it being in the game. You can actually see them, you know, causing anarchy, vandalism, harassing citizens, etc. So I thought that was a nice little touch to the E3 demo. And the fact you can walk by them now and they won't be an enemy unless you stop them from doing something illegal.
Keep moving.
Ugh, that poster of Daisy Fitzroy does not look like her at all in the endgame.
Attention to ourselves.
I do like her endgame model a lot more personally.
Booker.
Listen, friend. We're not looking for any trouble.
It's just... and then he runs away. Oh, he's like a little kid. God, just the visuals of this still blow me away, and this was almost 9 years ago now.
Let's not discuss it.
Just keep that in mind.
What did that thing do to you?
If he were to take me back, that's death, Mr. DeWitt. Or something so like it, I cannot tell the difference.
Okay, so what does that say? Tyrant? And is that Saltonstall? Can't really tell. But apparently Saltonstall had Murder of Crows in the early build.
Might be more supplies,
Interesting. That's
or straight to Comstock.
really interesting. And see what I mean about Daisy Fitzroy? She doesn't look as good in here than the final game.
Look in the mirror where you see the face of a man. And you say to yourself, that's the eyes of a man. But do you know what the war sees?
I don't know if you guys caught that, but you could actually hear the early version of Daisy's voice. She sounds like she's got an accent. Like an Irish or some sort of accent. A little odd.
Hey! He's just a postman. He didn't hurt anybody. It's DeWitt!
Ooh, now we get into some combat. And the one thing I don't understand is you're walking past the Vox for a while and they don't do anything, but once you stop a public execution, they do? Whatever. Oh, hey, look. Cut piece of content. I think I made a video on that. Ooh, and that shotgun looks a lot better than the endgame one as well.
Just tell me which one you want.
That one! Now!
They kept bucking Bronco the same too.
Follow me!
And I'm pretty sure the Skylines had more of an impact in terms of being able to travel a lot farther and a lot more. And the fact that they couldn't have Elizabeth do something like that in the end game, that really upsets me. She could have really helped you out in combat like that. But instead, they only limit her to, you know, taking cover and throwing you ammo and salts. And then obviously the occasional tear here and there. It's really upsetting, the more you think about it and the more you watch it, what this game could have been. Wow, whoever's playing is a real crack shot, huh? Okay, so what does that do? It looked like some sort of flare gun? I might have to check as to what that was. Like the actual name of it. Oh, and it summons a Zeppelin. Okay, okay. That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty badass. That's also a nice feature. Elizabeth is actually taking cover behind a wall, not just running around in the open. Smart AI. Very smart AI. And I know I might be talking a lot, but this is just to give you guys a perspective as to what I'm thinking. Because like I said, this is my first time watching this since 2011. So everything's kind of coming back, and I just want to give you guys the thoughts and opinions as we watch it together. And hopefully you're doing the same in the comments. Because to me, even though I've only watched like, what, 10, 11 minutes of this already seems like it'd be a lot more fun than what we got in the original game. In terms of dialogue, the combat system, the tear system. I haven't seen much use of the Vigors yet besides bucking Bronco, but I'm not sure how much different that would be affected. Okay, there we go. Murder of Crows. Got it. And I guess Comstock House looks a lot different too. At least they made it look a lot different. I mean, just look at all of the land around it. Look at all of the billboards. Look at how detailed everything is. This is just making me... I don't know, I'm cheesing. I know that. Just because I'm thinking, what if we actually got this final version of the game just like this? How much different Infinite would have played out. And I think you guys would have enjoyed it a lot as well. Because this had a shit ton of potential. And I really feel like Irrational held back. For some reason, some way, shape, or form. I just feel like they cut back a lot for almost no reason. And I'm guessing, is this the First Lady, or is this just a normal Zeppelin? They didn't go into specifications about it. Okay, and here you actually take fall damage from using the skyhook. That makes sense.
Right. So I don't think I can do it again.
Is that really Comstock House? What if he won't help me?
I can be persuasive. You will get your freedom, and I get paid. Win-win.
Yep, Comstock House looks completely different. There's no bridge. There's no nasty looking environment. Nothing. Oh shit, I didn't even remember this. Ooh, he just got yeeted into that wall. Ah, this cutscene looks familiar. Different building, but same cutscene.
Stop it! Stop it! Don't hurt him! I'm sorry! I'm sorry. I never should have left. I never should have left. Take me back. Take me home. Please.
Oh, and that's a pretty badass entrance too. If I remembered correctly, Songbird just took her straight out of the hole that he made in the wall, or in the ceiling. This one, he came in like the Kool-Aid man, just kicked it down. So anyways, with that being said, I want your thoughts and opinions on the original E3 2011 gameplay demo, because this is the Infinite we should have gotten. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. So, I don't know. Personally, I would have enjoyed this, and I wanted them to explore this. So, again, just let me know what you think down in the comment section below. If you want to check out more videos that I've done, they should be popping up on the screen now. I would appreciate it if you went and checked some of those out. It would mean a lot to me. So, if you enjoyed the video and would kindly want to become a part of the Rapture family or see the Rapture family grow, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, share the video with some family and friends, or on social media, whichever you prefer, and be sure to turn on notifications because sometimes YouTube is a little broken. So at least if you turn on notifications, that way you'll get notified when a video goes up or when I go live with a live stream. Hopefully, if you do, YouTube decides to actually work. Other than that, if you'd like to follow me on social medias, you can follow me on things like my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Facebook page, which I would highly recommend you do. The links to that will be down in the description below. And like I said, if you guys want to watch this in its entirety for yourself without my commentary, that way you can formulate your thoughts and opinions and then come back to this video and leave a comment. You can do so by by clicking the link in the description below. Anyways, with that being said, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Hopefully you check out some of the videos that pop up on the screen, and I would love to see you guys stick around. So take care, everyone. Later.